Welcome back to StockSmart Investing. Now, what do we have going on here today? Let's take a look at the market watch. Okay. And Tesla got some love, Amazon got some love, Team got some love. Looks like many of these stocks are on their way down. Let's check our Darvises. We'll start on the weekly. All right. Weekly blowouts. Check them out. Okay. Now, for the next video I'm going to be recording, we're going to be working with this, let's see, air manometry, okay, alpha Jensen, and cyber cycles oscillator. Now, we may even get rid of this alpha Jensen, but I like the way it moves. Cyber cycle break above 0. Okay. But this air manometry here, I haven't seen it in there yet. Looks like it just popped up, but I remember someone asking me about how to possibly deal with your start date and time. Okay. And it looks like, here we go. Now we can. Okay. So I'll have to play with that and see what we can learn. And it's the last day of the month, so I have to say thank you to my patrons who have stuck around this month. It has been a little crazy, so let's hope that May is a lot better. And hopefully more productive. We won't have to spend, any time down. Okay. But it looks like this is some overextension too, and it's ready to come back down. Now, I've got something plotted way back here on this. So now let's try again. It looks like I would have stopped here looking for a breakout, which we did get. All right. Okay, so it broke out of the ascending wedge pattern. This thing has just done a crab walk all the way up. Crab walk, crab walk, crab walk. Interesting. Okay. And it's hard to catch that crab walk until it's too late. We should build a cyber cycles strategy. Oh, wow. What happened there? Okay. Oh, yay. Check it out. Reversal. Emerson Electric. All right. Now we have hit a high. Ooh, rejected. Rejected. And bearish. Okay, last signal on our manometry is bearish. Okay. but this is a weekly watch list. So let's pull it down to a daily. And then we'll check a few other things. But it seems like we could use this Cyber Cycles crossover, or we could build a Cyber Cycles crossover list, okay, to help us decide what type of moves we're going to make. Now, don't ever take my word for it. Go out and do some research. Pull up your own computer and work right beside me while we make our videos. That way you're not left out of anything. A little bit of a code along, teach along, type of deal there. Beezer. Okay. This looks like back here we went bullish on the daily and it just kept on running. Now we're above zero, we should see a real push. Okay. We'll see how next week turns out. Of course, it could just get destroyed and pushed down. And it looks like it's heading that way. To complete its shoulder, head and shoulder, or I guess we could say cup and handle, head and shoulder, and inverse pennant. Okay, this does not interest me. Western Digital. Now that does interest me. Yes, it does. Okay. It's about to hit zero. Let's see what happens. If on the weekly it pushes through zero and goes for a drop like this, great bearish movements. If not, and their last dividend was 50 cents, so we're a little overextended by about 20 bucks. So I could see it coming back down, and if we want to go for year-over-year growth, then let's see, 26, 50, 69, $1.02. Of course, that's earnings. Let's see. And they were still giving out 50 cents a share when it wasn't worth that. Interesting. So Western Digital used to be an excellent dividend stock. All right, so let's put Western Digital back on my buying list. Now I like Western Digital as a company. All right, so let's put it over here for the list for me to pay attention to. Now that's WDC. Okay. Let's see. ARCG. ARCG. Doji. That is not a doji. Those two are our dojis. All right. I see that support all the way across there. All right, let's see if it breaks out of that. Very good. if that's all stocks, it's going to take a while for that to populate. Let's see here. Now, this rarely ever has anything pop up on it, and if this watch list does, it's usually like a future or something. Although this has to do with many, many different types of scans. Okay, now let's pull up a different set. Let's go back to the bouncing brick and check that out. Now, I call this the bouncing brick because we switch this over to Renko bars, okay? So to get to your Renko bars, come up, you've got an hourglass, a gear symbol, and your time frame setup. Next to that is style, drawings, and studies, okay? Now, looks like studies and edit studies. Anyway, so go to your time frame setup and hit time frame. All right, click on range. And you may have to go back into your gear icon and set something up too. And that will be, I believe, in equities. No? Okay, that would be time axis. So in time axis, you'll go in and you'll change your aggregation type from time, okay, to range. All right, but down here at the bottom, instead of range bars, you'll do Renko bars, okay? And take off your keep time zoom. I like to be able to do my own zooming. But with fractal chaos, and as you can see, this fractal chaos strategy works very well. So we're using fractal chaos bands and a fractal chaos strategy. Okay. Let's jump back over to Tesla and see how well this works. See how many thousands of dollars we can make with our fractal chaos strategy. It looks like we're up to 6,500. Okay, and in a 5-day period. Okay, but that's using 25 tick. Okay, let's go with, and it is still going up a little bit. Let's go with 100 tick. Okay, much less monies now. Okay, but is it really? I mean, now we're from Wednesday to here, and we've made about 2,000 bucks. Okay. Now, I have a limit order set for Tesla, and I can show you where, and I can show you why. All right? So come over to your studies and pull out your TPO profile. All right? And you may have to come out to a different time scale to see it. All right? But look at this. Look at this big middle gap fill here. And if I really wanted to be most accurate, I might even pull it way down here to 425 where this support is. All right? But it seems like we've got a nice support at this level. So if we, let's say we guesstimate a bounce right here around this 630 level, then we could probably do all right. All right? Because I don't think we'll get this, let's see, what is it? This 521.50, 521, 520 area. Now we might get this dip to this 520 area and then a move on forward, okay? But something big is going to have to happen before that does. So I really think it's going to dip to that area only because of what's going on. Tesla's got bad news. So, if it dips here, that's great. Get a little support there. If not, it falls through, keeps on going all the way down to this level where we'll find a little bit more support. If it falls through 510, then we can expect a bounce, per daily here, 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 until we get to the final bottom at around like this 423, area. If it falls through that, then the bears have it under control. Okay. So we can see these major buying levels, which really, this is going to be a buying level. This is probably all retail nummies, okay? And this is the people going short, all right? So you got the bottom, you got the top, and you got everybody trapped in the middle who's going to fight for their money. All right, now the Holy Grail isn't doing anything today, as of course it doesn't do anything most days. Every now and then I catch something, and I do share it when it does. Come here. All right. All right, now let's check out our super gap ups. I haven't looked at those in a while. Yeah, it's very hard for me to look at every one of these watch lists every single day. Really need a bit of a business partner per se, someone who can, yeah, you know, you check these watch lists, I'll check these watch lists. Let's find the ones that are popping off. I'm trying to recruit people, but we got to find people who know how to code, people who know how to do financials, people who know how to do good research. I'm not the research guy. You know, I'm the build it into a strategy guy. I'm the guy who looks at just the technicals. Okay, now our for YouTube example watch list. It has many stocks that are jumping off. Now we could probably get many of those same results just by doing percent changes. So just for fun, all right, just for gigs, all right, come over here and we'll go to all stocks. All right. Now, oh, the Arun Pop Finder did have 4 matches on its list, which interesting. So I would be able to know how many it does or has found for that day. All right. So let's add another filter, a stock filter. All right, now let's do our net change. Let's see, that's going to be like a dollar amount, I think. So let's not do that. Let's do percent change. All right. Now, I don't really want to know when it's, you know, in the dumps. I want to know when it's starting to recover. So we want to know 0, you know, 0.1. You know, I don't want to see it when it's 0. All right. So 1/10%. All right. All the way up to, let's just say 300%. You know, it's gone 300% up. All right. Now, let's see. Beta isn't as important in this time. Positive EPS is. Let's see. So we do want a positive EPS, and let's see. Let's go over here and find out what a good EPS earning would be. You know, good EPS. Okay. What is a good EPS for a company? All right. Earnings per share is an important financial measure which indicates the profitability of a company. It is calculated by dividing the company's net income with its total number of outstanding shares. Wonderful. All right, earnings per share is widely considered to be the best measure of a share's true price. Okay. All right. Companies with negative earnings per share still have positive stock prices. Okay, the trainer says. Okay, tell us the market. I'm not going to listen to what anyone else says. You know, the technicals, baby, technicals. EPS is not a good measure of performance because it's not considered the opportunity cost of capital and can be manipulated by short-term actions. Okay. So I'm pretty sure. Let's ask in another way. Yeah. Can't type. Very dyslexic. Okay. So maybe we don't want to do EPS, but let's see, 23%. Okay. And let's see if we can find something of a baseline. Okay, so specifically stocks with EPS growth rates of at least 25% compared with year-ago levels suggest a company has products and services in strong demand. Very true. It's even better if the EPS growth rate has been accelerating in recent quarters and years. Okay, so now we have a number. All right, 25. 25 alive. All right. 25% and all the way up to whatever the max is. All right. Although I do feel like 25 is a bit high, we're going to have a problem finding some things. So let's just go with, let's say 13%. All right, and hit scan. Now we're scanning in another watch list. I don't know why it's there. I get rid of that. All stocks. Why, thank you. All right. So now it says we're showing 50 of 50, and Amazon is there. So see, just with the percent change in our EPS, we can find the things that we have on many of our other watch lists. Okay, so it's not about necessarily what you find. It's it's how you're going to find it. Okay. Now we're looking at things that are all positive. We don't want to know about anything that was negative. Okay. Now let's see if we can filter this down just a wee bit more. All right. So it's stock, now back volume, okay? Back volume is one that I don't use, okay? So let's find out about that back volume scan. Okay, back volume. So how much volume do we need to stimulate the most effect? Oh, what is this? Okay. In stocks. Not in muscles. Okay. There we go. Volume is counted as the total numbers of shares that are actually traded, bought and sold during the trading day in a specific set period of time. It is a measure of the total turnover of shares. While the same shares may be traded back and forth multiple times, the volume is counted on each transaction. Interesting. Okay, but that doesn't explain back volume. Let's see. Here we go. Here's a nice Reddit. All right. Let's go over to Reddit and see what Reddit can give us. Good info, good info. All right. TOS, but didn't find any documents on it. Help me understand. Okay. The market maker moves. A hell of a metric. Okay. Yes, it is. Not really finding the answer I needed. Let's see. So you sell August call, buy December call. The August call volatility is front volume. Okay. Maybe that doesn't necessarily apply here unless we're dealing with options. All right. So let's go with a beta of at least 0.9 to the max. All right, let's go 0.90 to the max. Okay, let's go with 1 to the max. Let's go with 10 to the max. 100. And I figured that was going to happen. Okay, so with a beta of 0.9, all right, now I like to go with a beta of 0.9, all right, 25 positive that make good earnings per share with a good percent change and a good beta, all right. Now, I'm going to say this is probably a daily scan, all right. Save scan query. Now what do we have here? We've got Let's see if I can do a percent symbol first. Percent EPS beta .9 EPS 13 plus percent change 0.10 to max. All right. And see, now it's gone back and scanned, yeah, trying to do that on me again. All right. So now we really have the stocks that are finding most of the movement. Now, let's just take note of all of these stocks right here, and let's go check out a market sentiment list. All right. And we'll find that on the daily. The wind is really blowing. Now, here we go. This is familiar. This is on our list here. Okay. Look for ones that are also on the list that are over here, and it's kind of interesting. Okay. And these are pulling back for their market sentiments. And let's just say we wanted to have a positive market sentiment. Okay. Now, what a chart setting we have over here. Excellent. All right, let's get rid of our cumulative volume. All right. And we'll get rid of our comparison line too. All right. And let's go with our market sentiment here. Now I can see it's locked. They will not be giving you any information on that code. Okay. Now I look for market sentiment to be crossing above a certain number, or to be greater than a certain, on a certain time frame, okay? Ooh, looks like Tesla's way down in the dumps for the sentiment. Well, not terribly, but, I'm scanning for market sentiment greater than 19, okay? I'll show you how we set that up. We set that up just like this. All right, volume, beta, sizzle, market maker move, and then this is a custom, all right? Market sentiment is greater than 19, all right? So this is built on a custom one, and they have finally added market sentiment in Thinkorswim, okay? Market sentiment greater than 15. Okay. Very good. So I wonder where we're finding and why that's not showing. I may have to recreate this, but on the monthly. Okay. Let's see if that's the issue. Market sentiment is greater than 15. Source code not available. Okay. Let's get rid of this one. Hit apply. Hit OK. Let's come over to our scan tab. We'll add a filter. That's going to be study, not our ADX crossover, although it does work very well. You'll delete it. Add your condition. Not as a function. Market. Sentiment. Okay. Then we want to go with is greater than value. And let's say 15 for this one. $26 stocks. Okay. And that's on the daily. Let's bring this out to the monthly. All right. Market Senti, and that's going to be plus 15, and then all the rest of that stuff. And then at the end, monthly. All right, and then we'll go daily. Oh. And we'll go daily. Back to all stocks. I don't know why that keeps switching like that, but I don't like it. And let's see. Let's go on the 15-minute chart. And see what we can pull up. $16 stocks. Excellent. Okay. So now we've got some more market sentiment lists. Let's check out some trend noise. Well, it looks like Tesla's got some big trend noise going on. Interesting. Many of those most popular stocks. Looks like Facebook's about to have a dip. And let's see which ones are up for reversals. Looks like Tesla's up for a reversal. NIA's up for a reversal. Mara. Looks like, I think that's Exxon. X, United States Steel. Okay. Bank of America, Apple, and Facebook all up for a reversal. Okay. And we're looking at market sentiment to also confirm this, but we could do it with many other things. All right. I hope I was able to reach somebody out there. Make sure you subscribe. Consider coming over and